Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at the KABE Factory in Sweden, as the name up there may give it away. So what are we going to be doing here at the factory? Well, it's really exciting that Jules and I have been invited here to have a behind the scenes look at how and where the Coachman Motorhomes are actually built. As you'll know, we have been touring around in a Coachman Sportivo since March this year and we've been really enjoying it. But we've come to the factory to find out what is going to be new for Coachman for 2025 and 2026 and how these motorhomes are actually built. So first of all, we're going to look at the new Coachman models. We're going to compare them to their Swedish counterparts. We're going to have a quick look at the factory to see how they're put together. We're going to go in a cold chamber and then we're going to go to a dealership to have a look at how KABE is sold here in Sweden. Right, let's make a start. I'm excited. I've been let loose here at KABE. So let's make a start on something we're going to be familiar with, the Coachman Sportivo 565. And this is the new model. So we're going to find out what has changed. Well, first of all, externally, absolutely nothing has changed. We're going to have the same graphics and decals, the same back end and the same appearance. The changes are going to come inside. Now this is interesting. It might be that some people prefer this. I find this quite interesting myself. So coming in, the first change is up here in the lounge. Now most of you will know we have a bench seat here on our current Sportivo. The new Sportivo has changed. They've listened to feedback. We've got a long bench seat here, so this is going to be nice for relaxation. Under here is actually stored a table. So we've got a change in the bench seat and the television is no longer in the drop-down cupboard, which was before at the bench seat. This is where you're now going to put the television. So instead of here, it's going to be here instead. You still have the electrical dumping for the grey waste. And then into the kitchen area, we have this white finish on the top now. We've still got the two Dometic gas burners and the oven and the big tower fridge and freezer. At the back, it's the longitudinal bed still and the little washroom that Jules and I have got as well. So in terms of changes, we've got an addition here. Ours doesn't have that there, little soap tray. And we've also got a bit of a change in the shower screen. We've still got the Velcro on this one, but over there it's held back with the plastic instead of the Velcro strap. So this is quite nice to see. The benefit of this new floor space is there's loads of floor room here. So if you have got a dog or you want more open plan feel, you've got it. This change of bench seat though means that this is no longer a 4 travel seat motorhome. It's 2 berth with 2 travel seats. We'll dive out and I'll just show you a little bit of carpet addition here. So the new Sportivo is going to have some carpet there. I'll get that bit of paper in a minute that says Travel Master on it. So we can see that addition there in the cab, which we didn't have before. Jules will just show you the cab while I recover the piece of paper that's blown out. So that is the Sportivo. Now moving on, this is the Travel Master. Now many of you will be familiar with the Travel Master. We currently have the 545, the island bed model, which is this one, and the 565, and that's going to continue into this next season. But let's go inside and just take a look at what's different in here, because what we're going to find for the new season is this change in the fabric. So we've still got the 2 bench seats. This one you will get 4 travel seats and 4 berths, but we've got this beautiful cream leather finish. I really like this. We've got the cream leather at the front and the cream leather here. Before, it felt a little bit more disjointed because of the change in the colour schemes on the fabrics. And again, loads of space here. Now this one, I'll just show you quickly. It's not a review, it's a look around. The kitchen space with the white worktop, the black tap, tower fridge and freezer. What I like with Travel Master from Coachman, you do get a microwave as well as an oven, because a lot of motorhomes, especially the European ones, you don't get a microwave. So you're getting a microwave as well as your oven. And this is the island bed model. Say there is a longitudinal bed, you get a very good garage on the Travel Master as well, a separate shower and a separate washroom. Right, so there we go, 2025 to 2026. this is how your Travel Master's going to look. I like Travel Master. Right, Avventura next. Now the Avventura was launched just literally in February 2025 at the NEC. You may remember I did a quick dash around it, a first look, and this is the one that was actually at the NEC. Well, they've been busy away working on it here at KABE, and coming for 2025, landing in dealers very soon, will be this 545 and a 565. So an island bed and a longitudinal bed. The longitudinal bed is the one to go for if you want the bigger garage. This is based on Fiat as opposed to Mercedes. It's 8 meters long, and I believe it's a 4.5 ton motorhome, but I'll confirm all that with a proper review. Let's have a look. I remember at the NEC I was quite impressed with this, and I feel like I still am really. I like this one. So coming in, now the difference being, we've got the bench seats and we have this fixed table which does fold out. So you've got a huge table in this one. It's still got the Alder heating and all the other bits that you would expect on the Coachman Motorhome. TV bracket, huge tower Thetford fridge freezer, and then the kitchen. What I was impressed about was the amount of worktop space that you got in this motorhome. Nice solid worktop, and then the lighter cabinetry as well. Because this is quite a big motorhome, a lot of dark wood could feel very enclosed, but no, it's nice and light. This beautiful splashback, a microwave and an oven, and the gas burners, as well as, I say, that Thetford tower fridge freezer, and then a step up, and I'll just pull that privacy screen across, a separate shower cubicle, washroom, and the island bed. And there's USB charging points, there's wireless charging points, the wardrobe space, a good sized bed. I think this one could be quite popular, and it has got a good price point as well. I think this could be a good motorhome for the UK market, and you can either have this or, as I say, the single bed layout. Right, let's have a look at the KABE equivalent. So the Avventura, which is going to be coming, it's actually based on this classic. So in Sweden, this is the equivalent basically. Oh, yeah, this is the closest basically. Now what we'll do is we'll go and have a look inside at this layout, because it's a little bit different to our layout. And I've also got a bit of an exciting sneak preview as well coming up, so stand by. So in this one, you can see this one has got the L shape with the fixed table and a bench seat. And then as we move back, you can see the totally different colour scheme in here though. We've got this lighter wood in the Swedish version, and in here, this one with this layout has got an all-in-one. So take a look in there. Right. Let's dive out. I'll let Jules lead the way. There he goes. And what we'll do is we'll just venture up now to the Swedish version of the Travel Master. So this is KABE's Travel Master. This is where the Coachman Travel Master came from originally. And what I'm going to show you in here might be something we could be getting soon. And I'm going to a dealership soon, and we'll be having another look at one there. So let's just go inside. So this is a Travel Master, and coming in, now what I like about this one is, again, we've got the fixed table and this L-shaped seating area. If you like European motorhomes, I think you'd probably like the feel of this one. We've got the kitchen area, the Thetford oven, the gas hobs, big, look at the size of this, huge tower fridge and freezer. Plenty of space in here for all our travelling bits. Now, it's interesting in this one because they don't have a microwave in the Swedish version, the KABE version. The UK, we do get that microwave. Shower, separate shower here on our near side. Wardrobe storage. And then you have got a washroom and these longitudinal beds with the storage under. I'll let Jules just take you in there, so we can have a look at that toilet space. And then coming back, we've got the two longitudinal beds. And again, because these are beds are higher, you've got an excellent garage space. Travel Master gives you excellent garage. Right, let's go and have a little look at our Sportivo in its Swedish KABE version. I'll just watch myself there. Don't want to film me falling out of a motorhome at the KABE Factory. That'd be rather embarrassing, wouldn't it? Right, here we go. So this is the KABE version. So on this one, we've got the steel wheels here, still on the Mercedes. They call this a Novum. So it's a Novum 750, and it's got the sort of well recognisable red graphics from KABE. You can see around the back end as well, our back end here. And this one as well, it has it embossed made in Sweden as well. The Swedish are really proud about the manufacturing, which I think is a really good thing. You should be proud of your products. Right, come on, let's have a look. So the door is obviously on the off side. Now on the Novum at the moment on this layout, because this is the KABE version, they still have the layout that we've got. I do like this darker grey though. Ours has got a different, almost a bluey grey colour, and that's going to be phased out for the new season. But this is the colour scheme in the Novum. So it's strange coming into it and having everything on the opposite side to what we've been used to. But I must say, I do quite like a door on the off side, as you know. So there we have our little bathroom, and then the bed space. And what's different in the KABE in Sweden is they actually do have a pull out, and they do have a cushion to go on there, so you can make a great big bed. So there we go. Let me put that back together. Oh, it feels strange the opposite way around. Let's dive out and just take another look at our UK models. So currently available in the UK, we have got the Sportivo 565. So we have got a change in the lounge layout there, giving more space in the front part of the motorhome. On the Travel Master, we have 545 and 565. That change in the fabrics there. And we might be getting a new layout, which I can't say much more than that, but I'm really excited, and I've already got my name down. And then we have Avventura, which is going to be coming in the 545 and the 565. And that's an 8-metre Fiat-based motorhome. I think this one could be pretty popular on the UK market, and the habitation door will be on the near side. And then obviously we've got our KABE alternatives there with the door on the off side. Right, so those are 3 of the models here that we've had a quick look at. What we'll do now is we'll just dive into that factory, have a look at partly how these are manufactured, and then we are going to go in the chambers and then fire off to a dealership. The next part of the factory trip is Jules and I are actually in a cold chamber. There's also a rain chamber as well, which we'll see in a bit. But this is the Sportivo. It's not ours, it's what a Coachman Sportivo here in Sweden being tested out. And in here, it's currently 22 degrees Celsius with the Alder heating on. Outside, it's 14.5 degrees below. And I can show you that. I just bob under the sensor wires. If I touch the control panel, we're at -14 outside. We're now at 22.5 in here. We're on electric hookup, and the Alder is running just off 3 kilowatts of electric. We're not on gas as well. So if you have this vehicle with your Alder heating, it's quite warm. I've even got a little device here. Now, if I hold it down, this is the floor. These orange parts are where the heat is, so you can see where the heat's flowing through. I can also bring it over here. We can see the warm heat there coming up the vents. So you can see where it is orange, that is heat. I don't know if we'll get any further heat source. Oh wow, yeah, so the kitchen area. And then as I bring it back down here and just let it settle, we can see the heat coming underneath the bed. So that's the Alder system there with the vents coming up around the bed, and down that wall on the left hand side, I know because I sleep in that bed in our Sportivo, there is a vent there and you can see the heat. So that is basically how the heat chamber is working. It is pretty impressive. We'll go and have a look in the rain chamber next, and I'll just show you where they drench your motorhome before it arrives in the UK, ready for a proper drenching in our amazing weather. So right, let's head off into that chamber next. So in here is the rain chamber. So there won't be turning any rain on while I'm in here, and we haven't got a vehicle in here. But if you look up here, there is a sprinkler system all the way around, and this is where they drench the motorhomes and caravans. So if you have a Coachman motorhome, it'll have been in here for a complete drenching. And they don't use tap water, they use basically recycled water from the rainwater as well. So it's more of a natural water source for a proper test. So that is reassuring to know that it's been absolutely drenched before it arrives in the UK for Great British weather. Right, let's carry on. Jules and I are now at a KABE dealership here in Sweden, and as you can see, there's quite a few on display. This is when I get quite excited, as you know. So KABE, as we've already said, are basically supplying Coachman with the motorhomes, but for the UK market. Now, when Coachman launched the Travel Master, the big one, nearly 8.4 metres long, it was based on this Mercedes KABE Travel Master Royal, and they brought them into the UK with the 545 and the 565 layout. Now, some of you will maybe think that the Travel Master's a little bit long for you. Well, there might be something else coming to the market, but who knows, I can't say right now. However, let's just take a look at this particular model. So this here in Sweden, obviously we've got the door on the off side of the motorhome. You are going to get the two-lay awning, and this, for all intents and purposes, is the Travel Master, but it's 8 metres long, still 4.5 tonnes or 4,500 kilos. Let's go in and take a look. Now then, coming inside, this is a little bit different. So far, the Coachman Motorhomes have only been bench seats, either this way or that way. This, however, is an actual L-shaped lounge with bench seat. This one is on Mercedes, and it has got the fixed table on this model here in Sweden. So could this be coming as a Travel Master to the UK? Well, we're going to have to wait and see, but I must say, I am already very excited about this. There is a good sized kitchen, loads of worktop space. Yes, there is a Thetford oven. Yes, there's a huge Thetford tower fridge and freezer. Look at that. You know, I like a big one of those. And then when you come back, now this here, the 565 layout, longitudinal beds. But because this is 8 metres long, so it's bigger than our Sportivo, there's a separate shower and a separate toilet and washroom. So it's not the all-in-one, because the Sportivo at 7.5 metres might be a bit of a compromise for some of you. This could be the answer to that. Longitudinal beds. This one, you will get the cushion here in between as well, so you can make this into a massive double if you want. And then if we just open this door here, I haven't got the light, I'm afraid, but you can see the washroom in there with the Thetford swivel loo. Right, let's have a look at a couple more of the motorhomes on display at the dealership, because while I appreciate these aren't on the UK market, it just gives you an idea of what KABE do. So we have the semi-integrated, like we've just seen there, and then they have the integrated. So what we'll do is we'll just venture down here and we'll just take a look at a different layout. Now this is, in the comments, tell me what you think. This layout is very popular here in Sweden and Scandinavia, and I'm not so sure how it does translate to the UK, but come on inside and let me know what you think. So this is a big motorhome interior, got a beautiful lounge. I must say, these sort of big lounges are much better for relaxation. Now here we've got a French bed or side fixed bed, depending on how you want to call it. This is a really, really popular layout here, but I'm not so sure that in the UK we're quite as taken with these layouts. And then you get a nice little corner toilet and shower room there. But just gives you a bit of an idea. Right, shall we go have a look inside a big one? You know me, I'm always drawn into these bigger ones. So over here, again on Mercedes, we have the Imperial. Now the Imperial, you can actually get these in the UK. You may well have seen them. There will be a video very soon on our channel if it's not already out there. But these are the Imperial. So these are the tag axle, big, long motorhomes. Look at this one. Shall we go inside and have a look at this one? So this is the exterior of the KABE version. The UK Imperial has got different graphics to it. Oh, this is nice. So coming in, oh, here we are. We've got a beautiful leather lounge. Then we've got an incredibly good sized kitchen. I believe these are actually Korean worktops. They certainly are in the UK. And then we've got induction on this and 2 gas burners. I've gone into review mode, haven't I? Oh, I just get carried away. Nice gloss. And then there is no oven there, but the oven here and a big Thetford Tower fridge freezer. And then as you can see, it just goes backwards into, this one's got longitudinal beds. They are available with island bed. And with this, you're going to get your air conditioning and all the other bits and pieces. Lovely. Right, let me dive back out. And down some steps we come. Right. So in effect, what we've done is we've arrived at KABE in Sweden. We've had a look in the factory at the manufacturing processes. And then we've come to a dealership here in Sweden just so we can see the actual finished product on display. And as I say, in the UK at the moment, we do have the Sportivo, the Travel Master and the Imperial. Coachman have got new models coming to the market and they hopefully will be being launched in the next couple of months and then at the NEC in October. So if you are interested, stay tuned obviously to our channel and obviously other channels and Coachman to see what's going to be coming because the range is going to be increasing. It's quite exciting stuff. That one's very exciting. I might have my name down for one of those. Hopefully you've just enjoyed having a look at the backstory behind Coachman Motorhomes and how they are constructed out here in Sweden with a completely different level of manufacturing and insulation for these extremely cold and extremely hot temperatures that they do get with their climate. So there we go, that is where Coachman Motorhomes are manufactured and made here in Sweden at the KABE factory. Gives you a bit of an insight into them, obviously the build behind them and why they are so incredibly warm and watertight. I've really enjoyed having a look here today. This is my sort of thing. I love it, as you know. I really do appreciate KABE allowing Jules and I to come to the factory, have a tour around, and for them to put out the product that they put out and take us to a dealership as well. That was really appreciated. I'll put a couple of links down here as always. You and I are both going to be looking forward to seeing what is coming to the UK from Coachman in terms of their motorhome range. I know I am. Right. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.